I'm getting everything. We ballin'. We finna run up the commas. We finna mess up a bag today.
Man, it's a king, man. We out here, man, at the Sneaker Summit. Shout out to my homie Ralph, man. He put this together, man. It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? See all the sneaker lovers come together. That's what we doing, man. We love sneakers, man. I got the Friday the 13th on right now. You know what I'm saying? But we doing it, man. Salute, man. Let's get it.
It's a family-oriented event. You know, like you got kids from toddlers in there with some exclusive shoes, all the way up. Like I just seen people in their 60s walking the events, man. You know? It's really a family-oriented event. It's a different way of life, and if you actually sit down and people understand, like, why you spend so much money on these or why you won't let these go.
I came with 3-4 pairs of sneakers. I came with a pair of Red 11s, Cement 4s, and a pair of Cement 3s. I wound up buying 3-4 other pairs, you know. It's a sneaker culture.
Sell sneakers, man. Tony Holmes. And I came all the way from New York. I took a bus for 38 hours all the way to here, from New York to Houston. Dedication by myself. So that is what you call dedication.
I want to say our senior year of high school, Olympic sevens came out.
The more bodies, you know, the better chance you got to get them. The certain regions that you're in, you know, they also, you know, hold you know, vary your chances of getting the sneakers.
So I drove to Baytown. You know, we were staying in Beaumont. I drove to Baytown to get them. And I remember my dad being like, "What you about to do?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to Baytown to get these shoes." And he was like, "Are you serious? You driving all the way to Baytown, which is like a 45-minute drive?" He's like, "You driving 45 minutes to go get a pair of shoes?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
My name is John Wexler. I'm the Global Director of Entertainment and Influencer Marketing for Adidas. At Adidas, like most sports brands, there's something called sports marketing, where people oversee the relationships with athletes and federations, you know, the NBA, the NFL, etc. At Adidas, we have a division that focuses on non-athletes, and that's my role, is to oversee our relationships with entertainers, influencers, people from the non-athletic community.
I gotta give credit to Wale.
Wale, he had some pretty dope stuff that we had an interview about it. He told me 1 or 2 nice little pickups he got, so, you know, taking my hat off to the homie Wale.
You can't forget about the boy Fabulous.
Really, it's not celebrities. It's the people that are behind the scenes, and I don't even want to call them behind the scenes. It's like a different influencer in the sneaker and fashion world, because these celebrities get dressed by other people.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
He always
Yes.
he like threes a lot. Shoot,
Hey.
Drizzy. I mean, Drake.
I was about to say Drake, man.
Yeah, Drake.
Hey, it's very important to match your gear with your shoes. You know why? Because you gotta look fresh. You're wearing a red shirt, you gotta wear it with your red kicks. If you have blue kicks, make sure you gotta have a blue cap. It's very important to match. That way you're always on point. That way you're always looking too dope.
Sneakers are kind of the thing where you can tell a lot about who that person is by the sneakers they're wearing. It's one of the very few, you know, articles of clothing that really convey who that person feels they are. So sneakers to that community are very important, because you obviously always want to be the freshest kid in the room. And when it comes to that, it's always about the details. The devil's always in the details. So discovery elements, materials, fit, finish, all that.
The way you know a shoe is exclusive is, you know, it matters on how many times the shoe has actually been dropped.
Yep.
You know, it also matters, you know, the detail of the shoe, because you'll have certain shoes with certain materials on it. You have shoes that represent certain years, like these. These are the year of the Rabbit 7s. You know, so these only came out, you know, in the Chinese year of the Rabbits.
You don't want to look corny when you're rocking your shoes and you got the bright orange shirt to match. So you want to make something that's subtle enough to go with what you got going on.
So you got to play close detail. I mean, you can, that as well as that's an easy way to tell the difference.
What year
between
shoe came out. Yeah.
What year it came out, and if it's real or fake.
It don't matter what everybody else likes. Wear what you like.
My favorite sneakers are the Red 11s. You know, I love red, black, and white, and the 11s is my classic.
It's shiny, you know, it has a premium look to it. That's my favorite sneakers.
My favorite shoe is the Jordan 3. Oh, it's white cement. Whether it has the Nike sign on the back or it has the Jumpman, it does not matter. That is my absolute favorite shoe. And the crazy thing about it, I actually sold those shoes so I could start my business. So now I'm trying to find a size 13 again.
The Chuck Posits Area 72 is my everyday sneaker. Came out 2013, February, for All-Star Weekend. My favorite sneakers. I had 2 pairs and I want another one. I wear that shoe every day. It's the most comfortable shoe, man. That is no price limit to it. I pay whatever, man.
Hi, my name is Faisal Jahed. I'm the owner and founder of Exclusive Taste. We are a premium shoes and apparel company. We have 2 locations. I've been a big fan of sneakers since I was a little kid, and I really wanted to sell products that I really enjoy, that I wore myself. So I decided to open up a streetwear and a sneaker boutique.
It's a business opportunity that I saw could flourish.
I'm an entrepreneur, man. Heat Doctor is the business, man. We buy, sell, and restore tennis shoes.
The money. You know what I'm saying? If there wasn't no money in it, I wear loafers, man. Pay less, man. See what I got on my feet, man. $20 shoes.
Right now I'm wearing some basic Asics. Why? Because it's just simple, comfortable, black and white shoes. Matches everything. Black and gold, black and white. They stay fresh.
I'm wearing the Ultra Boost LTDs, and the reason why is because they're the most comfortable shoe on the planet, and they warned me today that I'd be doing a lot of time standing on my feet.
I'm wearing the Mellow ones. It goes perfect with my shirt, red and black and gold. And that's what I'm rocking today.
I am wearing the LeBron 9 Floridians. Go with my Miami jacket. I'm a huge fan of the U. You already know what it is. I live in Houston, but I'm a huge Miami fan. Everything about the city of Miami and Houston influences me tremendously.
A sneakerhead is, it's anybody that loves sneakers. You know, it doesn't have to be the Yeezys, the OVOs. You know, it could just be an Air Max. You know, like it's just a passion for sneakers.
I wouldn't even call myself a sneakerhead. I don't like the term too much, but what got my addiction going was honestly the Jordan 3. I was always trying to work to get that, but I couldn't afford the Jordans. Like, it didn't matter what I did growing up, I couldn't afford the Jordans. My mom wasn't gonna break down doing it, so I would cut grass for Air Force Ones and any other shoe that I can get down to, like Reeboks. It wouldn't matter. So my influence that now, especially starting my brand, is to be able to go back and afford the stuff that I couldn't get when I was younger.
And where's their shoes? Don't just hide them, just wear them.
A sneakerhead is somebody that love their shoes.
Wake up a day early.
Passionate and keep their shoes clean.
Go stand in line.
Know all about your motherfucking shoes, styles, when the collabs come out.
Pay somebody to hold a spot so they can slide in and get the shoe that they want.
Keep them dead stock, so you can lick that bottom. Yeah. You know that's a sneakerhead if you look at the bottom of the shoe.
This 11, you can't find an 11 that from 95 that's this clear. Like, it's so icy.
Charles Bowen, I'm here with X Gear 101. We sell anything from shoes to shoe cleaners. Magic Soul Sauce, we got Angela Slater, we got Shoe Shield, we got Crep Protect, we also got Jason Mark. Everything here is very important for your shoe needs. You got Jason Mark. As you wear your shoes, they're gonna oxidize. The actual rubber sole is gonna turn yellow. Everybody wants icy soles so it stays fresh. You deoxidize the soles with Magic Soul Sauce. You can do that once, twice a year. Keep your shoes looking fresh year round. Always, when you get your shoes dirty, wear them out, you need to come home, clean them up. Don't let them get oxidized faster. Keep the whole shoe going for longer, last longer, saves you more money. Stop your shoes from creasing up as fast, make them look better for longer. You don't need to resell them, get some new shoes. You don't need to break out the second pair. Also, you got Crep Protect. This you're gonna spray on your shoes. It's gonna last longer. You go jump in puddles, do whatever you gotta do to be cool. It's not gonna fuck up your shoes. It's gonna stay clean. It's gonna be beautiful. Stop and clean them as much.
We are a premium sneaker brand. We are sneakerheads and collectors ourselves. There wasn't a product out there
that we could safely put on our shoes and we could have the confidence that it would work. So what's very important to us is essentially that the shoes do not affect the performance or the look or feel of the shoe. And we have become one of the biggest sneaker cleaning brand in the world, if not the biggest. It's always refreshing and welcoming for us to come from the UK, come to the States, and always appreciated by the local market. And the fact that everyone knows us, that is credit to the support we've got.
And then lastly, we got Jason Mark, just like the Angelus down there. However, this comes with a brush. Some say that Angelus works better on suede. That's really just an opinion. Everybody's got a preference on what works best, but it's up to the buyer.
I mean, the sneaker culture, you know, it's an exciting environment. You know, some people collect baseball cards, football cards. You know, some people are gamers. You know, but the sneakers, they tell a story.
Man, growing up, honestly, comparing past and present, I'm 26 years old. Growing up, I couldn't afford Jordans. I was always rocking Air Force Ones, and to this day, that's still one of my favorite sneakers. So now that I can kind of see what shoes are evolving, especially in the urban culture, where you have something like a Yeezy.
I just love the culture. You know, I love to provide a variety for for Houston and for the rest of the world. You know, we ship all over the place.
As us having a love for the culture, we've stood in line.
Waking up early or even camping throughout the night just for some sneakers, you know what I mean? For that release back in the day before the ticket raffles. You new heads don't know nothing about that though.
You know, the love helps you remember the nicknames behind the shoes, as well as if you fall in love with it, and if you had a story or things you had to go through to get the shoe,
you gonna know.
You gonna remember, like the Year of the Rabbits. You know, like we said, we literally got into a confrontation with somebody who was completely far
and
away
the thing
from
is,
us.
the guy said, we don't need to fight about this. And he started fighting about it.
He wanted to fight.
The increase of the sneaker hype, aka hype beast, death to all hype beasts.
Yep.
You know, it's really killed the culture, you know, because you have some shoes that you know the hype beasts they'll go out there to get, you know, hype beasts and resellers, they'll go to the stores, you know, they'll buy multiple pairs of shoes and they'll try to sell them, you know, for an upgrade, you know, for an upper price, you know, for about $200 to $300 over retail, you know, and what kills me about it is they didn't get that shoe when they were growing up and they really wanted that sneaker, but then you decided to go get it just because you could. And then you want to tax the person that they really could have made a memory with that sneaker. The hype beast, you know, I really feel like they need to back off, you know, but it's too late for that, you know. Crime behind sneakers, man, that's idiotic, you know, but I mean, you always have crime, you know, behind other items too.
This release ever probably be the Concord release 2011. Like 2 people got shot in the parking lot of the mall.
At the same time, I blame Nike and all the other corporations for sending such a limited pair of shoes.
Make the shoes cheaper for one. I mean, you can put a less price on the shoes, make it more available. This man, hey.
Because if they would be doing it like they did back in the 90s and releasing a whole bunch of pair and not releasing them every single weekend back to back, the sneaker community would be a lot better, a lot healthier. But
they got their shoes stolen from them all during their release, and it got pretty wild. Last week we just released the 6s, the maroon 6s, and we had a line wrapped around the store. And I mean, it'd be a lot of people for every release nowadays, so gotta protect yourself. Be careful. Stop making stuff so limited, so exclusive, and you'll have less crime. But I mean, then again, you got shoes that you gotta have limited, or else they won't be they won't have a name for themselves. So I mean, it's a give and a take relationship when it comes to shoes. But at the end of the day, I mean, you gotta love them. That's we all want to look good. So it is what it is. Yeah, I guess I am. You can say so. I'll say I am. I usually buy like about 2 to 3 pairs of shoes every 2 2-3 weeks. So I'd say I am.
Hell yeah. I'm addicted to sneakers, young fella.
I always have gas in my car, and I always have my car no paid on time, man. I would much rather be driving my car than taking a bus just so I can have a pair of Jordans on my feet, man. If you're doing that, you need to get your priorities.
Yeah, I'm addicted, man. I'm addicted to sneakers. I'm addicted to that life. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Right. I can't help it, man. I go to the store to get something to eat. Next thing you know, I got a car full of shoes, man. I can't turn up a deal, man. So, you know, I bought everything today. It's still more in the back, man. Everything, man.
Jordan is a brand. Jordan is a name. I mean, if you put a Jumpman on it, it's gonna sell. I mean, if you got it, then you can let it go. That's what this event is for.
We ain't new to this, man. We true to this, man. Around 300 to 400 if you include both of us together and the shoe business, man.
Most I can do is 150.
I feel you.
150. Sometimes you gotta take a look to make it game. Right?
Thank you.